Trauma can be exhausting, and for moms of kids with special needs, I'm sure it's even more stressful. That's why I love what our next guest is doing. She's created a nationwide community for mamas with kiddos with disabilities. It's all about connection and support, and that makes her a rad human. From Texas-based Labeled and Loved, let's everybody welcome Julie. Welcome to the show. So tell us how your life changed after having your daughter Lizzie.
My daughter Lizzie was my second child, and when she was diagnosed just after her second birthday, it changed everything for my family. We completely went into just the mode of going forward and trying to help her. And I think you know as a mom how stressful it can be when your child's hurting.
Yeah.
And so my laser focus just went, and we went from play dates at the park to 30 to 40 hours a week of therapy. And I think it was really hard on my family. It was hard on my husband, my other kids, because my focus was so intense. And we just went forward, and it was really, really difficult. And so we were mentally exhausted, physically exhausted,
emotionally,
financially, emotionally exhausted. And after she went into school, I felt like I had the time to breathe for the very, very first time.
Yeah.
And I was sitting in my car at the Target parking lot, as moms do.
Yes.
And we were sitting there, and I was just like crying and praying and begging God, please just make the pain that I've gone through, the things that I have gone through, please just give it purpose.
Explain to everybody the retreat experience.
Okay, so I want you to just picture yourself walking into a room that feels like a big, warm hug.
Yeah.
We know that our moms are exhausted. We know they're hurting. We know that lots of them are traumatized. And we want them to feel just a space of love and non-judgment, and we want them to meet their lifelines. And we also want them to kind of look at their motherhood expectations. We all go into motherhood just dreaming, right? We dream of what our motherhood's gonna look like. And when a diagnosis is given to your child, that changes everything. And so we almost have to take those expectations and grieve them. And we're not grieving our children, because our children are perfect and to be celebrated.
Yeah.
But we're grieving the expectations we had of what we thought it was gonna be. And when we release them, it allows us to look in front of us and to see the beauty of our children and see the beauty in this different life and to begin to find joy. And so we help our mamas do that. And then we have like fun stuff, just easy stuff like you can sleep, you know, that's fun.
I'm in.
And we're gonna do a really cool, like, so after we kind of go through all this process and we hang out and they begin to form friendships, we go all out on Saturday night. And this year we're gonna do a masquerade ball, which will be really fun.
You have never seen a woman party so hard, a mama's night out. Like it's unleashed. It's like a whole different beast that comes out when it's like, wait, this is our time. There's no responsibility. There's no guilt with it. I feel like as moms of in general, like it's hard. And just to have that network of people, that understanding, that validation of what's happening, it's priceless.
Yep, that's exactly it.
And the support continues year round. I know it's like the retreat once a year, but it's year round.
Yeah, and we don't want people to just come to the retreat and then not have support for the rest of the year. So we have something that's a monthly support group called Sisterhood Circles. And in our Sisterhood Circles, we used to just do it virtually with COVID, so we still have that, but we now have it in 16 different cities. And it's our goal that no special needs mom will ever do this alone again. So we are so excited that we have applications opening up, and anyone across the country can come in and they can apply and they can open Sisterhood Circles in their city, and we will literally handhold them, train them, walk them through how to just start to spread the love in their community.
Yeah.
And they don't have to be a special needs mom to support us. Like we have something called the encouragement encounter.
Yeah.
And we know when someone's out in the community that they may see a special needs mom, but they aren't quite sure what to say and they don't want to offend. But we have a card called the encouragement encounter, and it just tells them you are loved, you are seen, and then it gives them a QR code that comes right to our website so they can get support and we can all spread the love together.
Yeah, and it's important to be able to have the conversations.
Yeah, and it goes both ways for us to be on both sides, to be open and to be understanding when people don't understand, not to get offended so easily. And for them to just say, okay, this is a person trying to help. I'm going to take that with gratitude. And that's how we're all going to join together and be able to move forward.
We're back with today's rad human, Julie. Julie is one of the founders of Labeled and Loved, a Texas-based nonprofit that's created strong community and connections for mamas who have kids with special needs. Our next guest is one of those mamas. Everybody say hello to Kimmy. Hello.
So nice to meet you.
in a commercial break about your hair. It's my favorite hair ever. Thank you for joining us. And also tell us about your son, Jeffrey, and how life kind of changed.
Yeah, so my son, Jeffrey, is 22. So I am a mama of an adult with special needs. He is my middle child. Oh, isn't he so cute?
Yeah. Love the beard game.
Oh,
yeah.
it's fantastic. So he has an older sister and a younger brother. And I had issues during my pregnancy. We knew very early on that he had special needs, and he received multiple diagnoses, including a hearing impairment, he has a global developmental delay, and he has an intellectual disability, which means that he will live with us or with someone for his entire life. So we knew very early on that this was like the long game,
Yeah.
you know? And so for me, I'm a nurse, and I just got into nurse mode, do what I need to do, and I think all moms do this, right? You just do the next thing. Task to task, chaos to chaos. And for him, that meant doctor's visits, hospital stays, therapy appointments, school meetings. And I just did it for 2 decades. And then along came COVID, and everybody was home with me. It was the first time that I could feel the burnout for me. Like, I maybe not feel it, but I was drowning so much that I wasn't even aware.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to be around other people that aren't just my family and that I don't have to care for all the time.
Yes.
Because I was tech support and snack monger and, you know, all of those things. And luckily, through the internet, because I was spending a lot of time on social media, I ran across Labeled and Loved.
I know, I was gonna ask, how did you, so tell us about your first retreat. And by the way, I'm sorry, thank you so much for being a nurse. Thank you so much. That's such a beautiful thing to do. It's
love
a
it.
great vocation. Thank you so much. I'm sorry,
welcome.
keep going. But
No,
yeah, what was
I
your first
appreciate that.
retreat like?
Yeah, so I found Label and Love randomly on the internet, and I was looking at the retreat webpage, and I was like, hang on, like, this is for me. Like, they're speaking my language, and I think I might need this.
Yeah.
And then I looked, and there was one retreat ticket left. And I took that as a sign that I needed to be there. So, you know, COVID. So I was like, hey, honey, going to San Antonio in a couple months. And he was like, okay.
Enjoy this. Yeah.
Yeah, and then leading up to it, I almost canceled a million times. Jeffrey had gotten sick. I had a lot of responsibilities, that guilt, that mom guilt of like, I'm leaving, right? All of that. But I have a wonderful family, and they were incredibly supportive, and they were like, you have to go.
Yeah.
But I didn't know anybody. I was going to San Antonio, which I'd never been to, from Philadelphia. I'd never been to San Antonio. I was going to see nobody that I knew. I knew not one other mom that was going, and I knew nothing about this organization.
That's how you know you need it.
Yeah, I was like desperate,
When you're like,
right?
I have no idea what's happening here, but something.
And I figured the worst thing that could happen is I would get a hotel room by myself for an entire weekend, and I would sleep and just order room service.
Yes.
Right?
Which is still awesome.
I mean,
yes.
I was close to just making that decision. But I was like, I should probably check it out. And so ended up, what I found was a magical place for community. I have wonderful friends, but I don't have special needs moms, or I didn't at the time. And for the first time, I felt that I wasn't alone. The isolation was gone. I felt loved, I felt seen, I felt accepted, just for exactly who I am, in my opinion.
I love it. What do you want to say to Julia? I heard you want to say something.
So this woman works so hard for no pay. This is all just out of love for her. You have no idea how hard she works. And the best part about Julie is she sees people's strengths. Like, she saw me and was like, you can do this. I have spoken on stage for Labeled and Loved. Like, she just sees everyone's gifts and wants them to shine. And so I'm so grateful to know you and love you and have you in my life.
Thank you.
Well, our friends at the Texas-based grocery chain, which I know y'all know, H-E-B, love everything Labeled and Loved is doing to connect mamas with special needs children with one another. So to help you keep going, they're donating $10,000 just to pitch in. You're both incredible. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy lives for coming. We really appreciate it. We're gonna be right back with What I'm Liking, y'all.